Let me say something on the matters that have been raised. One, the Constitution is very clear on the role of the minister and the role of the accounting officer. If you look at the Constitution, Section 226, it designates the role of the accounting officer, which is all matters finance. And in that section, Section 2, it actually gives that role of reporting of the accounting officer to Parliament. And if you look at the PFM Act, it also gives the accounting officer the responsibility to report to the National Treasury. So on matters that have to do with procurement or finance, have nothing to do with a cabinet secretary. We do not get involved. In fact, if I was to get involved at all in procurement, it would be regular. So we don't procure, we don't look at price lists. Even the pen I use on my desk, and my colleague is here also, even her, nobody asks you whether you should buy it for this price or that price. So allegations is one thing, but there are facts also that we must depend on. And I think, and I would urge all of us to focus on what the facts are. The person who should be held responsible is the person who's the accounting officer. And then they are the ones to explain why they bought whatever they bought for whatever prices they bought them. As a matter of fact, until yesterday in Parliament, I wouldn't have known how much a biro costs because they don't bring the price list to the minister. The minister never sees them, you're never asked, and you're not consulted on those matters.
But does the bank ultimately stop with you?
No, no.
So let us be honest, our Constitution is very clear.
The Constitution is very clear on that matter, and that's what I've just told you. The Constitution gives me my functions and gives the accounting officer his function. Those functions are articulated further in the Public Financial Management Act. They cannot be transferred because of which hand to a minister.
Final question.
No, a question by somebody else. Yeah. I have just answered that question. If today you stole this microphone, will your boss be fired? If you stole this microphone today, would your boss be fired? The head of nation. It's the same principle. The minister will step aside if they are directly linked to the misappropriation. But you cannot impute an offense of somebody else, an individual. And I'm not saying even there has been an offense, if it is established on another officer just because of witch hunting. And I've already even officially communicated that on my Facebook. Another question. I am required by law that when I am called by Parliament to honor the call. So if I will go to Parliament, but they will only ask me questions related to my role. I cannot present accounts of the ministry because I'm not the accounting officer. But to appear to answer questions, that I will do.
So are you going to invite
If PAC determines that there is an issue, then we will call the relevant investigations. Because at this point in time, other than what I have read in the media, I don't know anything. And for the record, I do not have a screen or a piano in my office, just so you know. Thank you very much.
Amefanya poa.